welcome to Adelard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island for RI St. M's hockey action. The U15 team is here to take on Victory Honda AAA Hockey. Their 15U team is in town for two matchups today, and we're kicking things off with an early bird special, an 8 a.m. matchup between both clubs. Charlie Adams on play-by-play, Evan Morrell joining me on analyst. And Evan, you were here yesterday for the U16 team that we'll see later in the day on our 12 p.m. matchup. What can you expect out of Mount St. Charles following that performance?
Yesterday's performance was a 3-2 loss to Culver in overtime. I'm expecting Mount to change it up as they were applying pressure in the first two periods before Culver's comeback. I'm expecting a little bit of a revenge game too.
The U16 team yesterday took on their opponents in Culver City, and they were taken down in overtime 3-2. We'll see if there's a better result in store for Mount St. Charles's 15U team coming up next after this quick break and a message from our sponsors over at Tovey Hockey. Tovey hockey sticks and their patented Diamond Air blade deliver superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey hockey stick. Visit toveyhockey.com for more details. We'll send you to a commercial break and be back in time for the start of this one here from Adelard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. You're watching the Fans Only Sports Network. Welcome back in. We're just about ready to get our lineups and introductions underway here at Adelard Arena. Charlie Adams here on play-by-play with Evan Morrell, and you're watching the U15 RI St. M's taking on the U15 Victory Honda team. Victory Honda is coached by Dan Milan and Connor Schmidt, both co-head coaches of that team. On Mount St. Charles's side, the head coach, Scott Gainey. Things just about to get going in this 8 o'clock matchup. It's January 6th here live at Adelard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Looks like starting in goal for the Mounties will be Max Bradeau. Bradeau is a 5'10", 155 goalie.
Today's starting goalie for Mount, number 30, Max Broder.
If you couldn't hear our lovely PA announcer, Carter Gardaki, the starting goaltender for Victory Honda. Things about ready to get underway as on the ice, Will Bent ready to take the opening faceoff for the M's. Thank you for tuning in to the Fans Only Sports Network for this RI St. M's hockey action. We play 17-minute periods here at Adelard Arena for this prep hockey. Charlie Adams here for all the action today. 6 games coming to you from Adelard Arena. Quick shot taken, save made. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in this early morning matchup between both teams. We're happy to have you here on the network and hope to see you back here later today for multiple of our games, but especially that 2 p.m. matchup, which is a rematch between both these teams. They'll be back in action at 2 p.m. today here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Things just getting underway, and we have a face-off in the attacking zone for the M's, and they win it. They have it along the boards now. Pushed along the corner and up the ice. Blake Calhoun for Honda gets it up into the attacking zone, but they're step offsides. Face-off coming up here in the neutral zone. On the ice currently, Rocco Mahone, as well as Henrik Parrish, along with 3 skaters that will get you shortly for Victory Honda. As up the ice, skating quickly, that's Adam Linden for Victory Honda, defending there. Weak shot attempt goes to the left of the pipes and picked up. Victory Honda up the ice. They get it over to Matt Hillock. New skaters on. Line changes for Victory Honda here. Still in our early going. First 2 minutes of play winding down. These teams feeling each other out as that bounces off the kick plate. Shot taken, saved, and held on to by Max Brodeur. Brodeur in 34 games played has an average goals allowed of 1.69. His save percentage currently sits at 93.2.02 entering this game. Face off won by Honda. They take a shot immediately. Another shot attempt there by Luke Weaver. Deflects into the corner. The Mounties recover it. Puck with Kalen Blake. Blake right there in the neutral zone, pestering Secco of Honda. Along the corner, that's the assistant captain, one of the assistant captains for this Honda team. And now it's a pile up along the boards. Hand goes up, and we'll get a whistle here with 14:29 remaining in the first period. Evan, what have you seen in this first couple minutes of this game?
Not really a clear sense of a possession for both teams, but both are still playing aggressive here in the first period.
Things just getting going here, and our first penalty is on the board. It's going to be a 2-minute minor handed out going against Cole Saberin. So power play opportunity for Honda. Face-off coming up in front of Brador, and the Mounties defending with short-handed for the next 2 minutes. Off the wall, and now bounding, stays in play. Bounding around, Gavin Callahan in close, and Honda scores first on the power play. Victory Honda gets across. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the game, and Victory Honda strikes first. That's Blake Calhoun, one of the assistant captains for Victory Honda.
Honda taking full advantage of that power play.
So the penalty by Saberin against Mount St. Charles comes back to bite them nearly as quickly as he stepped in the penalty box. We have our first goal of the game. Honda leads 1-0. RI Saint on the back foot now. They send the shot across. It's pushed away by Gardaki. Good defending in close, as playing him tightly on defense. Nikita Agafonov with that defending in the attacking zone for the Mounties, and now that shot sent in and covered up. Whistle as cover made by Brador, and now lines change. Quick start for Victory Honda here, putting them in front 1-0. But it's the Mounties through to neutral zone on the attack. Centering pass, can't connect. Tried to get Will Bent on that one. And now it's our first penalty assessed to Victory Honda today. That's Connor Bozek. He's an assistant captain of this team as well. First man in the penalty box for Victory Honda. How important are these next 2 minutes for the RI St. M's, Evan?
Like Honda did on their power play, Mount really needs to take advantage of this, given the fact they are down 1.
Mount closing in on their power play as they move the puck around. Shot sent on and saved. That was Matthew Crayer bringing that shot along. Jamie Glantz took the face-off for the Mounties. Their power play unit out here for the next minute and 30 seconds. They have a man advantage. Glantz gets it along the boards on the far side of the rink. Tried to pass it off. It was deflected. Some good defending by the Victory Honda power play penalty kill unit. That shot bounded up and over the net off of a stick. And now team moving it back around. That shot taken by Crayer deflects behind the net. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in to the Fans Only Sports Network for this 8 a.m. matchup. That shot taken and deflected into the corner. Glantz had a good look as it glanced off of Gardocki. Just had to do it as Glantz again with the backhanded try. It sneaks away for a second before Gardocki covers it up. 45 seconds remains on the power play opportunity for the RI St. M's. They've spent most of the power play right there in close on the attack for this team.
A lot of shots on that power play, Chaz. Just saying.
Winning the faceoff and weaving it around. The M's are in the corner now, moving it back up, heads to the point, passes off. Wallace has it now. Easton Wallace's shot. It goes wide, and now it's recovered by the short-handed Honda team. It's a shot taken, deflected. Back up the other way goes Will Bent. Bent trying to make his way through. Has the puck and gets it across the rink, finding Wallows. Under 10 seconds, penalty expires now. It's a 5-on-5 for the next 11 minutes. Back to even numbers currently. Off the boards, the M's pass finds Rocco Mahone, a takeaway for Victory Honda. Whistled for there, and all Rhode Island hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Visit toveyhockey.com. Got plenty of offerings. Their Diamond Air Blade, their marquee product, as face-off going down over here with Brendan Yuck of Victory Honda, but it's a face-off win for Mount. They're bringing it up quickly, ringing iron there for a second. It's into the corner. Now a potential breakaway up the ice. They can't connect. Zach Fleming unable to handle the pass. It goes by down the rink for icing. And if you're just joining us, this is our first of 6 games going down here at Adelard Arena. We'll be back live on the Fans Only Sports Network at 12 p.m. when the U16 team faces off against Culver. Once again, poked away into the neutral zone, through the attacking zone. Honda takes the shot. Save made. Brador handles things there, and now Honda back in their own end. Taken up and sent across. Bryce Jacobiak tried to get one in there. Another shot attempt from Jacobiak. Blocked into the corner. Jacobiak, the one losing his skate, down the far end of the rink, and now back the other way heads Zach Fleming for Honda. Pass and a shot attempt by Weaver, deflected. Back the other way, it's Adams, Chance Adams. Takes the shot, and it's deflected now into the corner. Team's fighting for it along the boards. Nicoletta wraps it around the back end of the rink, and that shot taken and saved. Jamie Glantz with another shot opportunity there. Jamie Glantz, Chance Adams, Will Bent, as well as Peter Nicoletta, along with Wyatt Britton, make up your 5 currently on the ice for the RI St. M's U15 team. We're less than 10 minutes to go in this first period of action. Puck being fought for behind the goal, in close, fighting along for it. That's Jamie Glantz. Now back up the rink, head Honda. Made a move to get past as it's into the corner, centering, unable to connect with Matt Hillock. The Mounties clear it out. It's going to roll down the rink and be picked up by Honda right near the back area of their own end. Shot taken and shot scored for the M's. M's get across with number 16 to tie things. That's Nico Ciardiello.
Number 16, Nico Cardiello. Assisted by number 12, Matthew Prater.
So Nico Cardiello puts one in for the RI St. M's. We're back even 1-1 here on the Fans Only Sports Network. We're just past the halfway mark of this period. A goal apiece here in the early going. Honda looks to answer back as towards the boards. Spinning back now is Gavin Callahan for the Mounties. Alright, St. M's now moving quickly. Easton Wallos leads the way. Shot taken, goes wide. Wallos lost his footing there at the last second. Nico Ciardielli still on the ice. And now we'll see some new attackers on for the Mounties as that shot deflects over. Honda recovers it, bringing it back up through the neutral zone into the attacking zone. Fleming chasing down the ice after the Mountie. Back and forth start to things in this first period of action. Puck goes off the kick plate there and now recovered. Honda takes the shot. Deflects through the glove and behind the net. Brodeur catching with his left hand as the goalie today for the Mounties. That shot taken, saved. Deflected and cleared out. Let it roll down the ice. Icing called at 6:36 in the period. Evan, have you seen any changes from this Mount St. Charles team following their tying goal?
Ever since their tying goal, they've been playing way more aggressive compared to the beginning of the period.
Whistled for there, and we're going to head off to the neutral zone dot for a face-off. We're in front of the Mount St. Charles bench here at Adelard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Off the face-off, sent in from the blue line. Goes to the left, chasing after it. The Honda team recovers for a second. Now they have it in the neutral zone, kicked around. Now on the stick of the defenseman for Mount, that's Bryce Jacobiak. Jacobiak passed up there. Now maybe a chance for Honda if they hurry. Poked around, in close, near post, it's saved. Back up the ice, Caleb Rumpf takes that shot, it goes wide. Fighting for it along the boards, it's wrapped around to Nicoletta. Peter Nicoletta alongside Wyatt Britton back on the ice as defenseman for the Mounties currently with 5:25 to go here in period number one. You're watching the Fans Only Sports Network. Charlie Adams here alongside Evan Morrell for Mount St. Charles RI St. M's hockey action. All brought to you by Tovey Hockey. As that shot taken, no angle on it, it deflects into the corner. Moving it around now and getting it up, that's Jamie Glantz. Back into the neutral zone. Now on the attack once again as Nicoletta tries to center it. Bounds around and finds its way to the far side of the rink. Honda tries to clear. They do. Get it passed into the neutral zone. Nicoletta's had a long shift here, now skating off as we have a whistle coming at 4:24. Face-off won by chance, or face-off won by glance, apologies, as RI St. M skating fast. Glance tries to push it into the attacking zone. Honda defense stays strong. They're heavily defended by Will Bent. Bent playing a big part as Glance now loses it. Centered, poked around, can't get it through. That was a close look and a great chance. But Chance Adams just couldn't get it through. It was right there on the doorstep for them. Mounties deflected. Adams sends it over the net. Now poking it out. It goes through into the neutral zone. It's picked up there by Luke Scherer. Honda clears it, chasing it after it, but not able to chase it down quick enough. That was Jackson Curtis. Jackson Curtis has appeared in 42 games for this Victory Honda 15U team. Couldn't connect on that pass. Tried to find Easton Wallows. It was on the wrong side as skates off towards the blue line. The M's recovering now as they work it around. Getting it up, Jack McHyman up on the ice. Now he'll chase it back, but icing called. Jack McHyman on with Bryce Jacobiak as defenseman for the Mounties. On the offensive side, we have Cardiello on. That's number 16, Nico Cardiello. That's the goal scorer for the M's, along with Easton Wallows and Matthew Crayer. If you're just joining us, in goal for Victory Honda, making the save right there, that's Carter Gardocki. Along the other end, that's Max Brodeur in net for the M's. Mount wearing the white jerseys with red shoulders, taking on Victory Honda in the navy jerseys with baby blue shoulders and numbers. Takeaway there, the Mounties bringing it back up the ice. Hurrying down again, that's Cardiello with the shot. Cardiello being a busy player for this offense of Mount St. Charles early on. After the cover made by Gardocki, we'll have a face-off here on to his right. And it's won by the M's in the attacking zone. Good centering pass. Gets the score. As the M's take their first lead of the game. They get ahead on the scorecards thanks to Caleb Rumpf. Caleb Rumpf from Sunderstown, Rhode Island, getting a score there to put the RI St. M's in the lead in the first period. We're winding down here from the first period of action. 2:34 remains in the period. M's just getting across that go-ahead goal. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in currently to the Fans Only Sports Network. This 8 a.m. matchup taking place here at Adelard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Charlie Adams here on the call, joined by Evan Morrell for some prep hockey action. Plenty more to come throughout the day today here, right where we are in Adelard Arena. Sent in and whistled for. We're going to have a face-off at center ice. Under 2 minutes now left to play in the first period of action here. As the M's back with the puck once again. Losing it now to Honda. They're skating through into the corner, getting it up. Shot deflected. That one taken from Rocco Mahone. Moved around the rink and up the ice goes Caleb Rompf. He dumps it across and now saved at the blue line. Offensive possession continues. Stopped there by Callahan. Now through the neutral zone, down behind the goal of Max Brodeur, called for icing. 1:09 remains in the period. First period action here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Facing off now. And a win on the face-off for Victory Honda. Another shot taken as the save is made. That was sent on goal off the blade of Jamie Glantz. And we're under a minute now left in the first period. We'll have a quick intermission before second period action starts up here from Adelard Arena. That shot off the face-off taken by Bent, deflected by the blocker, wraps all the way around through the neutral zone into the Mounties' own end, now moving it back up the ice. Pass there from Lucas Scherer. Gets all the way through for an icing. We're going to send it back down the other end. In front of Boudreau now. Off the face-off, shot taken, bounces around now. Defending close, but save made. Max Brodeur passing that test, making the stop there. It's 2-1. The M's in the lead here as our first period's winding down on the Fans Only Sports Network. Face-off controlled, in possession by Victory Honda. They tried to center it. It goes all the way across. Takeaway for Mount. Now moving back and forth. Trying to get it near post. Sends Gardaki way out of position. And all the way down the ice. Brodeur makes the stop. Sent on from distance. As period one is in the books. The M's lead 2-1 after our first 17 minutes here on the Fans Only Sports Network. You're watching the St. M's U15 team taking on Victory Honda, presented by Tovey Hockey. Tovey Hockey sticks with their patented Diamond Air blade deliver superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey Hockey stick. Visit toveyhockey.com for more details. We'll be back after a short message from our sponsors over at Tovey for second period action. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Second period ready to get underway. Evan, what did you see in that first period from either side, and how do you think this second period of action will go down?
Mount was playing very aggressive in the second half of the first period. Now having 2 goals over Victory Honda's 1. I expect Mount to continue this aggressive play and put points up on the board.
Things back underway. Our second period of action in game number 1. 6 games coming to you live from Adelard Arena. That shot goes over by Crayer. 12 p.m. matchup is between the U16 Mount team taking on their same opponent from yesterday in Culver. We saw that game yesterday. Evan Morrell was on the broadcast for it. And then following that at 2 p.m., these two teams will return to ice once again and take each other on for a second time today. Following that, the U14 team is here to take on Boston Advance. Boston Advantage. That's our 4 p.m. matchup. 6 p.m. the South County Storm will come to town to take on MCL. That's Mount St. Charles, Cumberland, Lincoln. 2 co-op teams in girls Rhode Island hockey. And then at 7:45, our final match of the day, the Mount St. Charles High School RIL team will come here and take on East Greenwich Tollgate, another co-op in the hockey ranks of Rhode Island high school play. East Greenwich Tollgate. That's our 7:45 matchup. It'll be all live on the Fans Only Sports Network. Plenty of hockey action, plenty of Mount hockey action here from Adelard Arena. Shot going wide there, now sticked around in the attacking zone. Mount still fighting for possession. They have it now, looking to center. Unable to do so. Puck still bounding around, having trouble clearing it. Our Victory Honda. And a stick just went flying up in the air and catching the netting. And whistle comes, and our first penalty of the second period to follow. As Max McKenzie is sent to the penalty box there with 15 minutes to go in this second period. In the first period, it was a power play goal that got Blake Calhoun across for Honda's lone goal so far. Now shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Facing off on the power play, Will Bent trying to win it for the Mounties, and he does. Now pushed around at the blue line, sent across, rolling down the rink, picked up there. Mount in possession as they move it along now. Back the puck goes up the ice, Easton Wallows. Cross, Bent has it now. Power play unit on, plenty of attackers looking to score here, extending that lead, hopefully to a 3-1 lead for Mount, as Bent has it now in the corner, working his way behind the net. Leaves it for his teammate there, up to the blue line with Scherer. He gets it to the wing. Good passing, gets it to Bent. The shot taken and sent to the right. Handling the puck now, moving it over to Bent. Bent skates on in, sends it to the corner. Minute left on the power play chance for Mount, but puck cleared down the ice and called, whistled for there. 40 seconds remains on the penalty now. That went against Max McKenzie. Victory Honda penalty kill unit on. The face-off taken and won by the M's. New group on as Jamie Glantz looking to put one across here, forcing it through, unable to get it in. Down the rink it goes, it bounced off the boards, called for icing there. If you're just joining us, 2 goals scored so far for the Mounties. That's Nico Chiardiello starting us off before Caleb Rompf put the M's in the lead. Victory Honda were the first ones to get across in the early going as Blake Calhoun scored a power play goal in the first. Mount enjoying their first lead of the game currently. 10 seconds remains on the power play. Charlie Adams here for the Fans Only Sports Network as Glantz takes the shot and gets the score. Jamie Glantz with goal 3 for the RI St. M's.
Mount continuing their aggressive play there, now putting the score of 3-1 early in the second period.
Mount strikes once again as the M's extend their lead now to 3-1. Through the blue line, sent across. Pushed around now, puck in possession of Bryce Jacobiak. Jacobiak trying to recover things now. It's out into the neutral zone as Nikita Gafonov has it. And a cover of the puck there. Nikita Agafonov with 30 games played for the Mounties has 2 goals and assists, 3 points on the season. Coming from Vienna, Austria. Face off here. We're back to even numbers after a power play opportunity. Near the boards now, weaving through and centering, unable to get it in. Victory Honda takes over for a second. It's with Wyatt Britton now. Britton chasing it after it. Britton grabs this blade of the stick. No call made. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in to the Fans Only Sports Network, watching some RI St. M's hockey. Our first of 6 matchups from Adelard Arena, our first of 4 games of RI St. M's action. Moving the puck around, the M's have had plenty of time in the attacking zone today. Getting lots of chances all night long, or all morning long. It's only 8:49 a.m. here in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. Early call time for these players, as well as us here at Fans Only Sports Network. Charlie Adams on the call, joined by Evan Morrell as analyst and cameraman here for this first game of the day. Lost stick, hand goes up. It's a delayed penalty for the M's. As soon as they touch it. And we'll have a power play chance coming up for Honda. Into the penalty boxes, number 21 for the U15 M's. That's Chance Adams. And short-handed try there from Jamie Glantz. He scored the latest goal of the game. The official penalty going against Chance Adams is a slashing call. It's a 2-minute minor for him as Glantz laying the hit on Jelenik there. Jelenik can't cleanly grab it, and now Glantz, he's been going back and forth up the ice at full speed. Now centering pass taken away by Victory Honda. Defending well on the penalty kill. The M's short-handed, but doing a good job with 1:03 left on the power play for Victory Honda. We'll have some fresh legs on the ice as Jamie Glantz and his line skates off to the bench area. New killers on for Mount St. Charles now. Bryce Jacobiak along with Luke Schreier is joined on the offensive side by Matthew Crayer and Easton Wallows. Those are your 4 penalty killers here with a minute remaining on the power play chance for Victory Honda. Puck sent down the ice now, wrapping it around up to the blue line. Anderson has it taken away now. Up the rink, Wallows, diving attempt, preventing a scoring opportunity. Hand goes up. Delayed penalty for sure, as anything to stop the scoring chance, but definitely a trip there. Looks like we'll have 4-on-4 action for the next 28 seconds. It's Anderson sent to the penalty box. Landon Anderson called for that tripping penalty there. 4-on-4 for the next 28 seconds. There's 9 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the second period of action here from Adelard Arena on the Fans Only Sports Network. To the blue line, it's with Callahan. Callahan going back and forth. It's 4-on-4 action before the Mounties enter a power play chance. Weaving through, unable to get the shot off. Good defending there from the M's. We're back now to a 5-on-4. It's a power play chance. Chance Adams was just blown up on that hit delivered by Honda. Getting along, that shot just goes to the left of the net. Glantz missed the mark. One-timer shot, try, and a score. R.I. St. M's get goal number 4. Caleb Rumpf has his second score of the game.
Mount being aggressive here in the second period, put in the score 4-1. With the addition of Caleb Ron, number 23, putting up 2 goals here.
Face off now taken as we're back to 5-on-5.
Mark, power play goal, scored by
Power play
number
goal
23,
for
Caleb
Caleb
Romp,
Romp.
assisted by number 21, Chance Adams. Time of the power play goal, 8:34 of the second period. Romp, assisted
Power
by
play
Adams.
after it was Landon Anderson in the penalty box. U15 team's first power play score of the game. Victory Honda's lone goal came on the power play in the first period when Blake Calhoun found the back of the net. And now the M's get their power play goal. Gardaki lost his helmet and taking a second now to readjust here. There's 7:52 remaining in the second period of play. We'll have a longer intermission between the first and second period, or second and third period, apologies. For Zamboni, get a fresh sheet of ice for our third period, coming to you live on the Fans Only Sports Network. Helmet back on for Gardaki, and we're ready to resume action here. Cole Longfield facing off for Mount, and the Mounties take possession over for a second now, bringing it up the other end of the ice. Our Victory Honda led by Brandon Hyuk. Bounced around, gets near Gardaki. He uses his paddle to push it into the corner now, back down the ice, whistled for icing called with 7:18 to go in the second period. Off the face-off win, shot taken, sneaks past Gardaki and in. Deflects around and gets past Nico Cardiello. That's his second score of the game. Mount now leads it 5-1.
Mount had 7 and 10 to go in the second period, but already scored 3. How you feel about that, Chaz?
Well, it's definitely been a good start of the period. Still time left to add on before our third period kicks off here at Adelard Arena. Shot taken, deflected, gloved on.
Mount goal, scored by number 16, Nico Chardiello. Assisted by number 12, Matthew Prayer, and number 20, Jack McHiney. Time of the goal,
Play stopped
9:50
and
in
new
the second period.
attackers on. It's the first line of attack
Mount
for
goal,
Mount.
scored by
Will Bent,
Chardiello,
Chance Adams, and
assisted
Jamie
by
Glantz.
Prayer and McHiney.
Some pushing and shoving after the play. But puck covered up and face off back on now with Bryce Jacobiak and Luke Scherer, the defenders for Mount St. Charles, bringing it the other way. Honda moves quickly all the way up the ice for Jackson Curtis. Back down the other way, chasing after it, Max McKenzie, or excuse me, Connor Bozak. Mountie loses his bearings there, now up into the neutral zone. Puck still with Mount St. Charles as Luke Schreier has it. Sure, getting it up now through the neutral zone on the attack. Chance Adams weaving his way through. Gets it over to Bent for a second. Now back up to the blue line, Jacobiak. Jacobiak's chance deflected off the stick and now coming down the other way. Pass centered there for a second. Now behind the net, Honda on the attack for a decently long time. It hasn't been much on the way of offense this period for Victory Honda. And it's back with Mount, who pushed it through and now fall on Carter Gardoki. Unintentional, and Gardoki made the save. We'll have a face-off now to the left of Gardoki. Brennan Hick taking the face-off for Honda and winning it. Now up the ice, skating quickly. Shot taken there by Parrish. Max Bador makes a save, and he's been perfect so far since that power play goal in the first period. Let up when Blake Calhoun put one on the board early on for Honda. Cutting back hard and trying to keep the attack alive is Parrish. Puts Honda back on the offensive once again. Now under 5 minutes to go here in the second period of play. Charlie Adams on the call with Evan Morrell from Adelard Arena in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, as the RI St. M's 15U team is leading 5-1 over Victory Honda's 15U team. Both these teams will be back on the ice at 2 p.m. when they face off once again here from Adelard Arena and once again on the Fans Only Sports Network. Pass across the rink and handled there for a second by Peter Nicoletta. Nicoletta chasing after it. He's on the ice alongside Gavin Callahan. Puck in the corner. Honda skating back as Mahan sends it in. Whistled for, and back down the other end we go here with 3:22 to go in the second period here from Adelard Arena. Puck being fought over, and Berdor thought about coming out of net for a second there. But Honda with possession. McKenzie spins around and gets it over. Up the ice, moving quickly. Mounties coming back once again. A big hit into the boards there. All RI Hockey on the Fans Only Sports Network is brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Visit toveyhockey.com as that puck goes all the way down the ice and is whistled. Icing here with 2:33 left to go. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Our first of 6 games here today from Adelard Arena. Off the face off, the puck sent along into the corner. Back up the ice, it's off the boards. Finding its way over to Nico Cardiello. He has 2 today. So does Caleb Rumpf. Both players, multi-score game here as it's 5-1. That last goal was put across by Jamie Glantz. And whistled again down the other end. It's iced with 1:54 to go here. New lines on for both teams. With Luke Weaver, Chase Jelenik, Max McKenzie, Jackson Curtis, and Dominic Piso here for Victory Honda. Up the ice, chasing after it is Parrish, near post, pushed around and gets across. Honda gets one back here as things wind down in the second period. Now 5-2. Zach Fleming with the score for Victory Honda. It's their first score since their power play chance in the first period here on the Fans Only Sports Network. Puck through the neutral zone, back down the end. Gardaki comes out of the ice, out of his crease, and passes it along to his team now from the blue line. Shot taken by Wyatt Britton.
Victory Honda goal scored by number 14, Zach Fleming.
And our clock here on our end has reset, but there is 44 seconds remaining here in the, oh my goodness, reset again. All right, there's 44 seconds remaining here in the second period of action.
Mount now have a power play here with 44 seconds left in the second period.
With, as Evan said, it's a power play chance with Luke Weaver headed to the penalty box for 2 minutes, tripping penalty. It'll carry over to the third period should the Mounties not score in the next 25 seconds. Short-handed, puck dumped across, not much chase after it by Mount. Back up the end of the ice, it's Easton Wallows as he takes a shot. Time expires in our second period of action. Evan, what did you think of that second period between both teams and Mount really pulling away here in our second period on the Fans Only Sports Network?
Mount is continuing to apply pressure against Victory Honda, scoring 3 goals compared to their 1 here in the second period. And I believe they'll continue this play given the fact they have to start the period with the power play.
They'll have a minute and 16 seconds left on the power play when they return for third period action. We'll be here on the Fans Only Sports Network. You're watching RI St. M's hockey as the U15 team takes on Victory Honda. They're leading 5-2, entering our second intermission. All action here on the Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Tovey hockey sticks and their patented Diamond Air blade deliver superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. No more sacrificing stick strength for speed or feel. You can have it all with a Tovey hockey stick. Visit toveyhockey.com for more details. We'll be back after another intermission here. Zamboni coming on in between periods. welcome back to third period action here on the Fans Only Sports Network. It's 5-2. The M's in control through to third period starts right now on the Fans Only Sports Network. Thank you for sticking around through our intermission. We're back underway here. Final period of action. It's a power play to start things as Callahan has it. Mount on the man advantage for another minute here. Penalty spilling over from the first period, or second period, as that pass centered in. Save made. Carter Gardaki, the goaltender for Honda. Face-off one. RICNM's let it skirt off into the neutral zone, chasing it down and getting over to it. And now skating up the right side of the rink. Moving quickly, that's Gavin Callahan. Callahan has it at the blue line, moves it over to the wing now. As Crayer defended closely, it's in the neutral zone, picked up at center ice by Callahan. All hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network, brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Visit toveyhockey.com as icing called down the other end of the ice. We have plenty of hockey action coming to you live on the Fans Only Sports Network every Friday and Saturday, but there's always something going on the Fans Only Sports Network. Today, a little more than usual. We have 6 games coming to you from Adelard Arena. Charlie Adams and Evan Morrell will be there with you for all 6. This is our first of 6, starting at 8 a.m. And we've made it now to 9:26. We're in the third period here. Shot taken and saved by Gardaki. After this game, stick around for Mount U16 versus Culver. And then we'll move over to Mount U15 versus Honda. Yes, this matchup currently taking place right now will be back on the ice at 2 p.m. They'll run it back here at Adelard on the Fans Only Sports Network. After that, we will move on to our 4 p.m. matchup between the Mount U14 team and Boston Advantage. 6 o'clock matchup will take place between SC Storm and MCL. MCL, Mount St. Charles, Cumberland, and Lincoln Co-op. There's also one player from St. Ray's on that team when we get there at 6 p.m. Our final matchup takes place 7:45 p.m. here from Adelard Arena, and it'll be Mount, the high school program, taking on East Greenwich Tollgate. Division I League matchup. We'll be there for all of it, bringing it to you live as we do best on the Fans Only Sports Network. Puck out to the blue line now, where defending closely, trying to take it away is Matt Hillock. Hillock and his teammates for Honda able to push them into their own end, but back down the ice heads Mount. Up through and to Hillock, who takes the shot. It flicks around now, swept down the other end of the ice. Player swept off his feet. No call made. It's clean as Bryce Jacobiak runs it down for the M's quickly up the ice. Puck movement clean as that shot taken by Easton Waldo, set up from Matthew Crayer, goes wide. A long distance shot deflected around and brought back the other way into the neutral zone, led by Peter Nicoletta. Pushing and shoving behind the play, but puck wraps back around and whistled for. Our first 3 minutes are gone in this third and final period. And Evan, what can Victory Honda do to get back in this game?
They got to do a 180 on their play style so far. They need to take advantage of this power play, play more aggressive like Mount was in the second period.
It's another power play opportunity for Honda, as in the penalty box now, Matthew Crayer. Penalty that carried over. Successful kill for Honda. Hopefully it'll translate to a power play chance on the offensive side now. They started the period off with about 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining on their penalty kill from the second period. Do it successfully and are rewarded now with their own power play chance. 5-on-4 for the next minute and 46 seconds here at Adelard Arena. Hard face-off win, gets over to Britton. Now up the ice, bounces off of a stick. Whistled there. Cole Saberin bounced off his stick as it went past the neutral zone, down the rink, called for icing. Score still 5-2. Mount leads it over Honda here. We'll be back on the Fans Only Sports Network at 12 p.m. for our next game from Adelard Arena. That shot taken and it sneaks on past. Honda now within 2. Taking advantage of the power play, as you said. It's what they need to do if they're going to come back here, and it starts well with Brennan Hook getting the score, and following goal number 3, new goalie comes in for the Saints. That's Carson Mertz now, the man between the pipes here. Players slipping and falling a little there. Back the other way, loads up for a second, taken away by the M's. There's a broken stick on the ice as again, broken stick on the ice. Cleaned up now near the bench area of Mount. That power play goal for Victory Honda is their second of the game. 3 goals across, 2 coming on man advantages. And back into the attacking zone once again. Centering and scoring it is Will Bent. The M's answer back here as they center up the puck and get it for the score. Evan, how important was that goal for Mount St. Charles in this late going of the third period?
It showed they were not backing down, and they wanted the answer back, obviously, and match that aggressive play in this high-scoring game for U15s.
Poked along the kick plate and up the rink, chasing after it quickly as Nikita Agafonov brought the team well into the attacking zone after scoring goal number 6 off the stick of Will Bent. Moving through the neutral zone and cutting back now, Nikita Agafonov reverses course for a second. Lines change for the Mounties. Through the neutral zone, sent along and kicked over. Back down the ice, heads Mount St. Charles, Easton Wallows, putting it behind the net. Fought over there and now sent up by Victory Honda. Shot taken, deflected up, near the netting, and there's the whistle. As it certainly did connect with the net, rolled up the glass and caught a piece of it there. 6-3 to score with 10:37 remaining in the third period. Thank you for everyone who's stuck around throughout this game, watching RI St. M's hockey on the Fans Only Sports Network. A little slippage there in the corner. Couple of big hits and now a whistle as number 9 and number 7, or number 19, that's Saberin, Cole Saberin, jawing with number 7 for Victory Honda, Chase Jelenic. But headed to the penalty box now is number 7 for Mount, Peter Nicoletta, and number 15, Matt Hillock for Victory Honda. So both teams penalty aside, and on the ice it'll stay a 5-on-5. And whistled at the line. Hillock having some problems closing the door here. Referee comes out to help things out there. And we're back underway. On the ice, chasing it down. First man to it is a RI St. M's player as it's up to the blue line now, sent across, deflected. McKyman. On the far end of the rink, stick lost, and now pushing and shoving behind the play.
A lot of altercations between players on both teams.
That brings Cole Saberin to the penalty box here. And now it's a power play opportunity in favor of Victory Honda. There is 2 men in the penalty box for Mount, 1 for Victory Honda. But the first 2 were offsetting. This one by Saberin is not. It's 2 minutes. Man advantage here, while Victory Honda trails by 3. Weaving through, short-handed. M's unable to get the angle as back up the ice goes Victory Honda. Carson Works again, if you're just joining us, replacing Max Brodeur in goal, following goal number 3 by Brennan Huck earlier in the period. That was a power play score, and it caused the change here in the late going of this one. Centered up, shot taken, deflected off the stick, out into the netting above the goal. With 8:37 remaining in the period, the M's still holding on to a 6-3 lead. All hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Tovey Hockey. Tovey Hockey sticks and their patented Diamond Air blade deliver superior puck feel, strength, and aerodynamics. Don't have to settle for sacrificing stick strength or for speed or feel. You can have it all with Tovey Hockey stick, as Schreier's shot is saved. Visit toveyhockey.com for more details. Proud sponsors of Fans Only Sports Network. Stick around after the game. Go get a quick little brunch and come back in time for our 12 p.m. matchup when the U16 RI St. M's return to Adelard Arena once again to take on Culver. A rematch of yesterday's game that ended in a 3-2 overtime win in favor of Culver. And a lot of contact there. It's going to send another man to the penalty box as 43 seconds left here on the penalty by Cole Saborin. Actually, no penalty. It's still a 5-on-4 in favor of Victory Honda. Face off in the neutral zone. One and taken. Now contested for, and Bent gets it in close. Now near post. Tried to sneak it along. Couldn't get it to go. Back down the other end of the ice. Bringing it in is the assistant captain. One of the assistant captains, Calhoun. He scored the first goal of the game for Victory Honda. Both teams flying back and down this ice, going fast, trying to get shots on goal as Luke Scherer brought them in that time. Another try near post, couldn't get it. Less than 10 seconds to go on the power play chance as Carson Mertz moves it along now. Carson Mertz, 34 games played. He has 1.89 goals allowed with a 91.71 save percentage, as that one in close is covered up. Carter Gardocki makes the save. And Gardocki averaging 3.38 goals allowed, along with a .89 or 89% save percentage there. RI St. M's winning the faceoff once again. They wrap it around the kick plate there behind the net, taken away by Victory Honda. Honda weaving through with Weaver dumping it in. Now pushing it around and getting it up across the ice, finding Nicoletta. Nicoletta, one of the latest penalties of this game, going against Mount. As Curtis has it now for Victory Honda. Back the other way. Honda moves into the neutral zone. Dumped in, Curtis chases. Puck wraps around the boards, now headed over to the blue line. It's there where Nicoletta will drop back into his own end. Skating back and forth, gets it to the neutral zone, bounces off Kinsler's stick, and some stick going flying. That's the stick of Wyatt Britton. He'll have to abandon it on the ice. No call made. Cross tried to get it in and couldn't. Referee with The stick that belongs to Wyatt Britton. He'll make his way over and return it to the bench area. As we're in the later stages, 5 minutes to go here on the Fans Only Sports Network, and goal comes loose there. Plenty of whistles following. Just getting news that the 7:45 p.m. matchup here from Adelard Arena that was scheduled to be Mount St. Charles taking on East Greenwich Tollgate has been canceled today. So the impending snow likely playing a factor in that cancellation. So we'll only have 5 games here for you today. Still plenty of hockey action on the Fans Only Sports Network, and everyone will be able to get home safe without any worry of the snow that's impending in this evening and Sunday morning. Shot gloved and saved from Mertz. Under 5 minutes as we move it back up the other way. Weaving through and losing it for a second. Back down the ice goes the Victory Honda team. Puck down the other end, stops for an icing. Things finishing up here. Another stoppage, 3:45 left to play. Shot taken and saved from Carter Gardaki. As things continue to wind down in this final period of action here for game number 1 of 5 from Adelard Arena. Chasing after it into the corner. Back down the ice, covered up there. And save made once again here. Game winding down, 2:53 to go. Charlie Adams on play-by-play with Evan Morrell as analyst. Face off as player goes down on the wing, and now puck into the neutral zone. Chasing after it quickly, batted around for a second now, headed in back around the kick plate. Going backwards, making a move, spin around try, unsuccessful. Another spin to send it into the neutral zone. Shot sent in, covered up next to the post by Gardaki. And the pace slowing down here at the end of this game as things close up here on the scorecards. Face off between East and Wallace results in a quick score, and the M's back on the board once again. Cole Saberin putting that one away, and it's goal number 7 now. There's 2 minutes to go.
Now goal scored by number 16, Nico Cardiello, assisted by number 11, Easton Wallace.
Nico Cardiello, the one who scored that. That's his
Cardiello, assisted by Wallace.
3rd of the game. Hat trick for him here as goal number 7. He had the 1st of the game, he had the 5th of the game, now goal 7 in the final 2 minutes. Put across here, securing the hat trick late. Puck squirts out to the center ice, and center of the attacking zone for the Mounties. Got a long stick got in the way of the pass intended for its recipient, Luke Scherer. Puck sent in and pushed off the mark. Things winding down. That shot bounded off the back glass, went high off the stick of Matthew Crayer. The whistle. Now officially under a minute to go here from Adelard Arena, game 1 between the M's U15 team and Honda. Tune back in around 2 p.m. when both of these teams rematch here at Adelard Arena. A cross-checking penalty on Honda in this final minute. Power play and tic-tac-toe passing, going post to post. Unable to get a shot off cleanly and dumped down the end of the ice. It goes whistled for icing. 26 seconds to go here. Seconds and counting. We're in our final stretch here. Up the ice, maybe one last gasp from this team. Shot saved off the blocker by Mertz. Now Chance Adams has it. Centering pass doesn't connect. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and that'll do it here from Adelard Arena. Game 1 of 5 in the books, 7-3. The St. M's U15 team takes down Victory Honda in our first game. Game 3 today at 2 p.m. will be between both teams. Rematching here. Second time they'll play here today. That'll do it for this matchup on the Fans Only Sports Network. RI St. M's Hockey presented by Tovey Hockey. On behalf of myself and my broadcast partner, Evan Morell, have a great rest of your day. And we hope to see you tune in to some more Mount Hockey today from Adelard Arena. We'll be here all day long, broadcasting it live to you. For your viewing pleasure, have a great rest of your day.